The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Sharing of biased and false
news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This is extremely
For decades now, humanity has depended on the media for their news, trusting every word as reality, never questioning a thing. But why do they call it television programming? Because the lies they tell you program your vision. It's true. Opposed to any other country, Americans will not believe what you tell them unless MSM has already reported it. Like the undeniably faked broadcasts of the Apollo moon landings. Whereas most people only heard this on their radios. That generation will swear this is true. Live from the moon. Today's generation is a little different, most would agree. They fake this bullshit.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake.
None of this is real. But why lie to everyone about so many things? What are they hiding? What is the cover-up? Nowadays, they tell you the truth in plain sight. You just never listen.
There's a lot of confusion among people and misinformation surrounding face masks. Can you discuss that?
The masks are important for someone who's infected to prevent them from infecting someone else. People should not be walking around with masks.
You're sure of it? Because people are listening really closely to this.
People should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
Apparently nobody heard that, so hear this.
Everybody should be wearing a mask when they're outside and should be trying to distance. I wear a mask when I'm outside all the time. Particularly making sure that I don't remove it when I'm close to people. And, you know, it doesn't bother me. I even run with a mask on. Sometimes it gets a little moist there.
God, does anybody actually believe this?
Apparently everybody.
So fear, more fear, fear, blanket coverage, shove it in their faces.
The media's job is to push the puppet master's agenda, instill fear in every man, woman, and child.
Shove it in their face.
And most people are once again believing every single word.
China says the number of people infected by a mysterious respiratory virus has more than tripled over the weekend.
Fast-breaking developments in the coronavirus emergency in the U.S. and around the world.
25 million Californians may contract the virus.
I am officially declaring a national emergency.
You can trust me.
People are waking up. The age of Aquarius is upon us. You can feel it, can't you? You can let them steal your mind, body, and soul. Or you can simply take back your world. Humanity collectively can become a coalition that quickly resets this world to the way it should be. When we comply to their laws, we lose that power. The elite have known for years that instilling fear in the hearts of man will make them comply.
I refuse to comply.
Oh, hey, Ted.
Oh, hey, Marcus, how are you?
Good. We out for a little run?
Hey, yeah, just did 7. Might do another 7, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold you up. Hey, let's grab dinner sometime.
I would love that.
All right.
You, me,
Good
Karen.
seeing you. Absolutely. I mean...
What's your emergency?
Hi, yeah. I got a couple handshakers right in front of me.
Okay, sir, are they still in the vicinity?
Yeah, I'm staring at them right now.
I apologize to everyone for the fact that there is so much misinformation out there and it's so hard to find the truth. And unfortunately, it's going to take looking at other places for the truth. It's going to be, that's why we formed frontline doctors here to try to help get the real information out there.
80% of Americans are suffering with a chronic disease associated with poor lifestyle choices. 700,000 people will die of heart disease this year alone.
Doctor, please bring yourself in order.
600,000 people will die of cancer. 300,000 people will die of obesity this year. When is enough enough? If this is truly about health, then mandate healthy living, exercise, good food choices, chiropractic, outlaw tobacco and cigarettes, processed sugars. These masks have absolutely nothing to do with health, but everything to do with the complying with a false flag, tyrannical agenda. If we sacrifice our precious freedoms for temporary security, we will lose both.
This is one of the most important videos I've made, and one of the hardest. Frankly, it's been a very difficult decision to make whether I even wanted to do it. Could have a patient suffering from other medical problems, wheelchair bound, severe stroke within the preceding year or two. No COVID-19 test ever done or ordered. And when that patient dies of pneumonia, it's a COVID-19 death.
Something else is going on here. This is not about science, and it's not even about COVID. When they use the word safe, if you listen to the word safe, that's about controlling you. So when I talk to all my ER doctors who work in a hospital, no stake in the game, same opinion. And they're screaming for 30,000 ventilators that they didn't use, right? They're screaming for a lot of things, 30,000, they used 5. Entire companies, GM, were forced to switch their production lines. For what?
Most doctors not controlled by Big Pharma all agree. This entire COVID-19 pandemic is a sham. But the news didn't tell you, huh? Of course not, and they never will. Their job is reading teleprompters, not telling you the truth. So what's really going on?
What we're actually seeing is the systematic implementation of the fall of the Republic and the rise of the corporation of the United States. Every major event is a step in the ladder to achieve that end. COVID is just another. We should stop saying this is the new normal. That's just blatant mind control drivel. There's nothing normal about forced isolation, treating your neighbor like they have the plague, breathing your own bodily waste, wearing masks. That's normal. When did you consent from, you creating a government to serve you, to you serving the government ruling over you? If you want to know, who's in charge, just think about who you can and can't criticize.
The puppet masters, all 33-degree ranked Freemasons, never shy away from the truth in plain sight. It's the game they play. Would you like to start the game?
We have 33 confirmed positive tests.
Today we have 33 cases.
We have 33 confirmed positive cases.
As of today, we have 33 confirmed cases.
We have 33 Pennsylvanians who have tested positive for COVID-19.
33 confirmed cases in North Carolina.
Within the past couple
They make their puppets do whatever they want them to do. These people cannot speak from their own minds. They are controlled.
More cases of the coronavirus were confirmed today in San Luis Obispo County, bringing the total number now to 33.
There is no limit to what they are forced to do. Whether it's beginning their careers, athletes, people that can't sing, can't act, known pedophiles, it's okay. You're in the club. Most of them want more money, fame, the exclusive, illegal opportunities, and a little something extra to keep them looking Hollywood young.
Once the public realizes that the government is not protecting their children at a scale of vulnerability that we can articulate, then everything else about the government is called into question. As a parent and as a patriot, I'm absolutely outraged by what we're allowing to happen to our children.
You may have seen these official FBI pedophile codes before. If not, pay attention. Your government and Hollywood have used these symbols and code words via emails, social media posts, movies, music, television, letting every opportunity to show them off in plain sight. When have you looked through all this stuff? Let me guess. You waited for them to tell you about it. So they create their cover-up conspiracy and quickly act like it's a joke.
Is something called Pizzagate. And thank you for meeting me in the Carnegie Deli, where they serve, sandwiches as big as a baby's head.
Yes, and I actually was hungry.
That sandwich had a face. That sandwich is somebody's little baby.
They joke about their own actions to hope you laugh and turn your cheek. The only conspiracy in this entire video is whether or not this is Stephen Colbert with a publicly known missing child. You may say, he would never do that, or that really doesn't look like him. And it may not be him, but maybe it is. The only connection to the pink wig was a clown he had on his show. Who knows? What I do know is the kid and millions of others are snatched up all the time by these monsters in power. Pedophiles are common, right? Unfortunately, yes.
It's hard to defend pedophiles. But someone has to step forward and do that.
What's also common is drinking blood. Keeps them young, especially the blood of children. Connecting the dots yet?
It's not just child slavery or child sex abuse. It's also child torture, because you have adrenalized blood. You have the whole blood drinking ceremony of the satanic world.
My eye. I don't know if you can see it from here. It's turned into, I don't know, I feel like some type of a monster.
Mi sono schierato lì per salutare I bambini e...
Midsummer sets us free!
So what about the Pope? Billions pray to this man for love, guidance, and peace, not knowing he sits upon his throne inside a snake's mouth, in front of a Christ statue, with his head morphing into a snake. The entire evil statue was created to be coded as an inverted evil depiction of what the Vatican represents. Do this yourself, because it works every time. The final result, a shirtless boy coming out of Lucifer's head. Evil has been around for so long, you just never paid attention.
There's nothing wrong with being naked, especially being nothing to be ashamed of. The point is, Arnold, that there's a good reason for looking at the human body and admiring it. It's a work of art. Now, you see, Dudley understands. Here, fellas, here's a little pepperoni pizza. Now, this is hot stuff, too. You know, guys, you can just have an awful lot of fun with your clothes off.
You don't have any clothes on either.
You don't think I'm going to let them kids have all the fun, do you?
And sometimes the evil is hidden, so you have to dig a little.
Okay, one more time.
Disturbing Hollywood normalcy. Nothing new here.
He's one of my most favorite people. For about 3 weeks. And he's been terrific.
The world now knows there was a man that had a private island with child trafficking sex rings everywhere. Like legit. Then the media came in with their COVID-19 agenda and never looked back, did you?
Why did you fly on Jeffrey Epstein's Lolita Express 26 times? 26 times, Bill. What were you doing on Jeffrey Epstein's plane? He knows. Child sex trafficker, you flew on it 26 times.
Shut up.
What, do you got nothing to say?
You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people. We the people are waking up, and every single one of you that are obeying the devil's laws are going to be arrested. The kids have to go to school with masks. Are you insane? Are you crazy? I think all of you should be in a psych ward right the heck now, because none of you know what the hell you are all talking about, because all of you are practicing the devil's laws. What happened to Bill Gates? Why is he not in jail? Why is Hillary Clinton not in jail? Why are all of these pedophiles that are demanding you all to listen to their rules, why are they not in jail? Oh, is it because you're part of them? Are you part of the deep state?
Your time has expired.
The deep state is going down, and if any of you are in the deep state, you're going down with it.
You know, at first we sat as concerned citizens and we all wanted to figure out how to best navigate our way through this whole COVID thing, you know, and as we realized that it's not quite as dangerous as we thought it'd be, you know, I was absolutely appalled at the cowardice, you know, and as you're sitting there with your masks on, I don't blame you for wearing masks, because I'd be hiding my face too if I was you for what you're doing. It's absolutely horrendous what you're doing to these people. I'm a business owner, and I'm telling you, our families are starving. That right now we're being peaceful, and you better be happy that we're good citizens, that we're peaceful citizens, but it's not going to be peaceful much longer, okay? And this isn't a threat. I'm not a criminal. I've never been a criminal. But I'm telling you that good citizens are going to turn into real concerned and revolutionary citizens real soon. And nobody else is going to say that. I'm probably the only person that has the balls to say what I'm saying right now. That we're building, we're organizing, and we'll work with law enforcement or without law enforcement. But you won't stop us when time comes. And if you don't hear the seriousness of my voice, I hope you open your ears. You absolutely listen to what I'm saying. Because this is a warning for what's coming. It's not going to be peaceful much longer. It's not going to be rah-rah. It's not going to be speeches. It's not going to be gathered outside saying a Pledge of Allegiance. It's not going to be waving flags. It's going to be real. Take the masks off. Quit masking and muzzling your children. The psychological damage that you're doing to them is horrible. How do you feel about being complicit in perpetuating that? The greatest hoax ever perpetuated on the American people, and you're a part of it by wearing your mask. I've been in combat. And I never want to go back again. But I'm telling you what, I will to save this country. If it has to be against our own citizens, it will happen. And there's a million people like it, and you won't stop us.
Here's tonight's headline: panic attack. The coronavirus has unleashed a wave of panic across the country, evidenced by runs on hand sanitizer and face masks, cancellations of major events.
Make Daddy love you. Sexy baby.
Sexy baby. No one wants to be around me very long, and I make people uncomfortable.
Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson become official Greek citizens. The Greek Prime Minister confirms the news in an Instagram post, sharing a pic of Tom and Rita holding up their Greek passports. The two were spotted jetting off to Greece in early July.
Like, pizza is everyone's favorite for lunch.
Well, it certainly is mine.
Mine too. I love pizza. In fact, I'm wearing pizza underpants right now. Look at this. Look cute. Can I see you in the bathroom for a second?